It is now time to talk about an issue with a vital importance to everyone in Monterey County. Our next category is housing solutions. Our volunteers in this category are inspired to give back to those who have served our community by providing resources, shelter, and employment. They devote their time today to build community gardens, prepare and deliver meals, and advocate for housing solutions. They look to the future with creative housing solutions like tiny houses and accessible development units. Let's meet our volunteers in housing solutions. Our open to all for 34 years, Community Holiday Dinner Committee hosts a holiday celebration providing dinner, entertainment, gifts, and free clothing for families at the Monterey Fairgrounds. The holiday dinner celebration unites a diverse group of community residents, creates new friendships, and encompasses the spirit of volunteerism through service, leadership, teamwork, and compassion. This is no small feat. The committee generously gives hours of their time collaborating with local agencies, businesses, and individual donors for monetary and in-kind donations. Toys and clothes are usually donated by the Salvation Army and the Shoreline Communities Church. Food is donated by local businesses and the Food Bank for Monterey County. These compassionate volunteers create community for all. Community Holiday Dinner Committee nominees are, as you say your name, go ahead and stand, and come on. Community Chair Rich Hewitt. Co-Chair Trish Jackson. Mo Bass. Nina Von Drockenfeld. Jeffrey Walker. Shirley Thompson. Sunny Singh. George Dufay. Bob Nolan. Nancy Nolan. Tiffany Bass. And Lupe Ortiz. Everyone get in there, squeeze tight. Do we still say cheese? Is that what we say? We're smiling when we get our pictures taken. Good job.
So, Dan, I'm going to step in here for a moment. I learned something from these folks tonight. And one of the things I learned was that, everybody wants to be there on December 25th, which seems odd to me but they really need a lot of help on the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. The simpler tasks of chopping potatoes and helping with decoration and that sort of thing. So if you're with your family on the 25th, but you'd really like to give to this great organization, think about maybe earlier there and just helping out and part of the laboring oar. Thank you very much.
Advocacy seeks to ensure that people who are disadvantaged or vulnerable are represented to decision makers. And P. Ray Pope's work reflects just that. Ray's efforts for housing spans over 35 years. Ray has been instrumental in assessing the housing needs and services for the homeless, veterans, seniors, and low-income population of Monterey County. P. Ray Pope? Yeah, come on. For the past 3 years, Ray has served as the chair of the Housing Committee of the Monterey County branch of the NAACP. Ray also leads a program with the Salvation Army and helps the homeless population find housing and related services. Ray's advocacy efforts don't stop there. His goal for 2019-2020 is to lead efforts to place 50 tiny houses for the homeless, seniors, and low-income individuals and families here in Monterey County. I'm eyeing you all. Any one of you could be called up here. Wes White. with. He was the guy waving in the back of the room. I'm like, I'll wave back. Wes is not only an active advocate for the homeless population of Monterey County, but a remarkable messenger communicating the issues related to housing through digital media. Wes regularly attends and records public hearings and forums and shares his recordings on his YouTube channel. Wes's digital communication educates residents of their rights and legislation concerning housing issues. Wes is the host of Monterey County Salinas Homeless Union meeting at the Chinatown Community Learning Center. He also maintains a homeless advocate group on Facebook where members engage in pertinent discussions. He sits on the Housing Advisory Board for Monterey County. He is truly committed to the residents of Monterey County, making sure awareness is brought to the housing crisis and helps to advocate for necessary and positive change. Everyone's Harvest in Monterey County recognizes Brianna Arroyo. For her dedication to their mission of providing access to healthy, affordable produce through certified farmers markets and community food programs throughout Monterey County. Brianna encourages eating local produce by engaging youth at the farmers markets. She talks at public events to promote the incorporation of local produce into diets. Brianna is eager to volunteer in a multitude of Everyone's Harvest programs, making a commitment to the Monterey County community and their families. That is everything.
Nice job.
Now, Everyone's Harvest in Monterey County also recognizes Marcus Lemonis. Marcus is committed to the community by tackling food injustices and helping to promote a healthier lifestyle for those living in Monterey County. Marcus specifically focuses on promoting and invigorating a community garden of fruits and vegetables. He created a compost system for the community garden to help reduce waste. He showed incredible leadership, helping others to get involved in the community garden, and he is always ready to help any way that he can, including planting and project planning to ensure crops will flourish in seasons to come. I like the energy still tonight. I'm going to go off script here just a second, sorry. Don't freak out. I don't mean to talk about me because this isn't about me. As my job as a meteorologist, I get to talk about good weather and bad weather. People like to hear about good weather. They want to know during a drought when it's going to rain, or when they're tired of rain when it's going to be sunny. But today, I just get to talk about awesome people all night long. So and I'm honored to be able to do that, so I'm glad to be here again this year. So we've got some more people we're going to talk about, so get ready to honor them for all the hard work that they're doing. Next, Herminia Salas and Maria Gomez. They truly embrace the meaning of advocacy and community. Herminia and Maria are Eden Housing residents and have been volunteering for the Eden Housing Food Program for over 6 years. The two plan out and organize community events for the residents, such as yard sales, national night out, holiday events, and food drives. These events also allow families to receive free groceries from the food bank. Herminia and Maria have gone above and beyond to help recruit volunteers to join the program and community meetings as well. So maybe they're not here, but give them a Next, we recognize David Louie. David is dedicated to improving the health and well-being. He volunteers for the Meals on Wheels of the Salinas Valley. David helps usher that meals are packaged and organized for pickup and delivery. Rain or shine, David is always ready to take an extra step when needed. He is self-motivated and a team player. He engages with all the volunteers and gives a helping hand for anyone who needs it. And he always does it with a smile. David's commitment to volunteering every week shows his passion for helping seniors get their needs met. David is an inspiration to his organization and his community. And Meals on Wheels of the Salinas Valley also recognizes Tony Hedgebeth for his commitment to improving the health and well-being of seniors. Tony helps assure all the meals are packaged for delivery to the seniors and helps keep grocery lists organized for the meals. Tony always goes the extra mile to complete a new task and steps up to the plate when needed. Tony is a vital part of the Meals on Wheels team and the impact they make in helping people stay in their own homes. And now we recognize Sean McMillan. Sean is committed to helping better the lives of veterans and assist them to become productive members of our community. He volunteers at the American Legion Post 593 and at the Veterans Transition Center of Monterey County. Sean connects veterans to community resources that they need to find employment, food, housing, and related services. Sean helps out wherever there is need. You can find him answering phones, greeting the veterans, emptying food trucks, sorting food, breaking down boxes, handing out canned goods. Sean is making a real difference in the lives of our veterans. And now we recognize Chantel Davis. Chantel gives her time volunteering for the youth of the Seaside community at Del Monte Manor, a large affordable housing complex in Monterey County. Chantel led the efforts in building a park for children and families to enjoy. Chantel rallied a grassroots group of volunteers and spearheaded fundraising events with the Seaside Police Department. She organized community barbecues to help bring awareness to the project. She and her volunteers raised $70,000 And not only did she lead to create this new playground, but Chantel also collected food and clothing donations for children. For over 17 years, Chantel showed an incredible amount of leadership, passion, and commitment to her community.
And now that we've finished recognizing all of the honorees in the Housing Solutions category, it's time to shine the light on a volunteer that always goes the extra mile in his volunteerism efforts. On this note, we would like to recognize Wes White for his service. He already joined me in celebrating his work. And here's what inspires Wes to dedicate his time and talent to bring awareness to the housing issues in Monterey County. In 2010, I was a stay-at-home dad who lost contact with his children through divorce. Without a family to love, I felt a call to be a helper and a healer for a much wider community. With my YouTube channel, I published over 400 videos in 2018 to support any and all public community engagements and events that were positive. Congratulations.